Hey guys, still here and welcome back to War on the Sea. In the previous episode I left you with a bit of a cliffhanger. Task Force 7, the task force that is going to go to Guadalcanal and drop off the much needed supplies, has encountered a submarine. The only ship that's currently capable of defending this convoy is the Fletcher. So I have to disengage with my transports as quickly as possible and hope that the Fletcher is able to engage and kill the enemy submarine. The sub does have a layer that they can hide behind. Fortunately, sea state is very calm, and that should make searching for the sub a bit easier. Now, here we go. Let's have you turn to starboard. New aircraft, yeah, great. Everybody turn to starboard. Are there any torpedoes already spotted? Sea is really smooth. There is an aircraft overhead, sure. Let's activate radar as well. New aircraft, another one? Not seeing the torps. Where are the torps? I know the submarine was originally spotted to the southeast relative to the battle group. Or task force, but I'm not sure if that actually translates into the battle as well. Scout planes being engaged. Wow, this thing drifts a lot. Still not seeing torpedo launches. Increased to 10 knots. The last C3. There are all sorts of alarms going off, but I'm not sure if that has anything to do with submarine attacks. This is as far as I can zoom out. Let's slowly pan around. Nothing. Naturally, the aircraft just survived. There is also an incoming flight of, let me guess, Zeros? Lovely. That's going to cause, again, quite a few issues to my already damaged transports. I can leave in 180 seconds. If I can leave and have this encounter be over without sinking the sub, I am all for it. Because that would mean that those supplies and troops can make it to Guadalcanal, whereas currently that is not so certain. I think the enemy submarine might not be in an accurate position yet, or an adequate position to launch torps at me. Or they would have probably done so by now. It's too quiet. Aside, of course, from the incoming aircraft, which are still 19,000 yards out. I might be able to disengage before then. I know it's a bit anticlimactic, but if I can avoid an encounter and make sure the troops get there, that has definitely my preference over trying to fight it out with an enemy submarine. Still no torps coming for the transports. And again, we have them on a circle pattern, so it's very difficult to predict what they're going to do next. Range 16,000 yards. Closing fast. Enemy incoming speed 216. 100 seconds to retreat. Get out, get out, get out. 90 seconds. Can't speed it up. The Fletcher's doing 11 knots, so if anything was very close to the Fletcher, submarine-wise, it would have been detected by now. 80 seconds. Aircraft, 11,000 yards. They're probably going to be able to get a strike off. No damage here. No damage here. Both transports are fine. For now. 60 seconds. Enemy aircraft, 9,500 yards out. Let's tell them to at least start heading that way to ensure they're making themselves a bit more distant from the enemy aircraft as they're coming in. I want you steady. You see the enemy aircraft? They are coming in bearing 296. There they are. Oh shit. Engaging means that the countdown timer for leaving got reset. Yikes. Well, at least I can sort of use all of my guns at this point. If you do an attack, please do it against the Fletcher. Don't do it against my transports. Come on. One down. Uh-oh. Minor damage. 2 aircraft are dead. I've been getting some interesting reports, by the way, from people and saying in the comment section, you know, I had a couple of aircraft fly over a task force that was very well protected and just get completely ignored. Or while the aircraft ignored the enemy aircraft fire, or the anti-aircraft fire. And then when they were trying to do, when the enemy aircraft were flying over a submarine group, the subs were capable of killing them. So, anti-air, pardon the pun, is very hit or miss in this game. There doesn't seem to be any particular method to the madness. I think it's currently really RNG based. Now, as a bit of feedback, I would like the game to see, or I'd like to see in the game a system where if a ship has been in combat and survived, it gains veterancy. It could be better at controlling damage, it could be better at acquiring a target solution, just sort of the crew levels up the more encounters they've had. I'm not sure if that's going to make it into the game at some point. I'm not sure if the devs are considering something like that, but that is something that I would like to see. Because I think it would make for an interesting mechanic. I'm not sure what I have to control first, the flooding or the fire. What I can do, however, is slow this thing down. As you guys pointed out in the comment section, the faster you go, the more the fires can spread. So I'm going to have this thing come to a dead standstill, or at least maneuver around at 1 knot, which means that she's very vulnerable to submarine attacks. But I still haven't seen any launch, which is very unusual, because usually when a submarine engages you in this game, it starts out in a perfect position with a perfect solution, and it immediately engages you and just tries to torp you. Okay, a compartment is flooded. This one should be contained. Now, as was pointed out, I need to ensure that all of these things get repaired first, before I leave the battle. Uh-oh. Fire spreading. Yeah, it is definitely spreading. Despite me being at a standstill with this transport. Okay, the funnel is okay. Now we need to have a look at this general compartment. Yeah, I know we can leave the combat zone. It's just that my ship's on fire. Compartment here's fine. 70 seconds there, 98 seconds there. Come on. Finish her. Turn that fire down. We need to save this ship. There are, what, troops aboard? No, supplies on there. Okay, that one's out. Time to repair the bridge. Engineering's fine. Now to get rid of that flooding. Oh shit. Engineering's on fire again. Come on, fix that bridge. And we can reassign that damage control party to that compartment there in engineering. "25 seconds, 20 seconds. Faster. Okay, these sections are now okay. I mean, they're not 100%, but their integrity is well enough to consider them not destroyed. Compartments have been emptied. Flooding under control. No flooding. So now it's, well, for now it's just these fires, which always have a chance to just jump from one part of the ship to another. There we go. Another part of engineering's on fire. We're playing whack-a-mole again. Can we put out the fires fast enough, or can they spread faster than we can put them out? Fire's out. The other fire should be out. Yep. And it just spread to another one, but immediately the fire control party or the damage control party is on it. Happy to report all the damage got fixed, so we can once again try to get out of here. And once again, continue our course to Guadalcanal, where we'll arrive in 13 hours, provided that we're not going to get intercepted again. Now, despite the devs saying that the bug, which was, I don't know, fixed several times, supposedly, where your task forces just forget what they were doing, I'm still seeing it. Still seeing some of the task forces just forget what they were doing, like TF1. These guys were on course to Guadalcanal, where they'll arrive in less than a day, but they just forgot what they were up to. Sneaky boys were supposed to head back. The Kingfishers are scouting out. That's accurate. They're scouting out from Task Force 8, which is the task force from the Washington. So let's say that this is the Washington Surface Action Group. And how's my repair? Because that was going to come up on August 17th, I think. And over here we still had something attacking us every now and then. Aircraft spotted near TF7. Yeah, great. Ignore. Let's send out another air patrol. I'll take the Avengers with HE bombs. I'm going to tell these guys to just fly a bit of a patrol. So every now and then we get enemy Japanese warships coming in here. Port Moresby ready to launch aircraft. Great. Shit. Once again, an air attack. Now this is one of those situations where I'm wondering what to do. I'm considering just cutting out this whole engagement because there's just not that much to see. On the other hand, if I cut it out, people are going to say, hey, why did you cut out the air attack from your video? Well, it's not that interesting to watch. It's just aircraft doing a strafing run. And it's more often than not just a couple of fighters, of all things. It's not even attack bombers, it's not torpedo bombers. It's none of that sort. So all that we're doing is trying to shoot down an enemy plane, which is heavily RNG reliant. And there's nothing I can do really to impact it, aside from maybe change the formation. So for this time, I'll leave it in. And you guys be the judge down below in the comment section whether I should put these things in or out. Now this scout plane, once again, I don't know exactly where it came from. There might still be some sort of surface action, something out here. A task force. I still doubt these things get launched by submarines. But who knows, maybe they are. The game doesn't tell you, does it? Because I know that the Washington, which is a North Carolina class, has aircraft. But it has anti-aircraft, number-in class, weapons, anti-aircraft, sensors. This is about the armor, this is about the sensors, this is about visibility. It doesn't say that it has aircraft on it. So the types B1 and B2 enemy submarines, I don't know if they're capable of launching aircraft or not. There we go. The aircraft is down, the scout aircraft. Now to deal with the others. I'm gonna have the Fletcher turn starboard to once again try and get more of a firing arc. Oh, we can leave? Bye. See ya. Carry on. Carry on. Fast is good. Don't encounter anything else, please. TF1 is far more heavily protected when it comes to both dealing with submarines and when it comes to dealing with aircraft. It's just going to take them both a while. The Washington can launch additional aircraft now. It is still more or less daytime. Or not, because they can only launch prior to, or after 5 o'clock in the morning, or prior to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. ASW-2 has an encounter? With what? Let's assume it's a sub. So, hard to starboard. Jenkins, hard to port. Activate sonar and radar. I want to see what we're fighting. Sea state? 5. Not great. Bingo! Right there. Enemy submarine. Another one of the sneaky bastards. Increase speed to max. I want to run down that submarine. And you? Quite the opposite. I want to slow down and avoid those torpedoes. I'm not quite sure how they're going to fan out. We got 2 of them here. Sea state 5, no layer. Excellent. Hold on. I'm already committed to this turn to port. Increase speed. Uh-oh. Come on. And now we're going to swing the hard starboard. Quick. Quick. Yeah, we're good. Alright, buddy. So you're hiding somewhere here, huh? Oh, shit. Slow down. Speed 12 knots. Jenkins. You're already committed to the turn. Continue the turn. Radford. How many depth charges you still got? 60. Jenkins, half, I think? Half. Speed 16 knots, 15 knots. We should be getting pretty close to where that sub was. In control of the Radford. Speed 11 knots. At this speed, we should be able to find it. Maybe a bit more to port. But not by much. Something like that. So if I trace the lines from the torpedoes back, I'm going to say they intersect somewhere in front of the Radford now. Radford's doing 11 knots, Jenkins coming in at 27. But is geared to go 37. So she's going to join her very soon. Join her sister ship. Where are you? If I can't find her, then I'm going to have the Jenkins come up next to the Radford and just sweep this area for a bit, hoping to find that enemy sub. But I gotta say, these two Fletchers, they're doing great work together. They're doing an excellent amount of submarine warfare. They've already taken down 1. This could be their 2nd kill, I think. And even though submarines aren't that valuable, they can be very nasty when they attack an enemy convoy, or one of my convoys, rather. So if I can take it down, perfect. I'll happily do so. Range, 500 yards, that's good enough. Slow you down again. Stop your turn. Where are you? Alright, I'm just gonna plow around here for a bit. Despite searching for quite a while, the bugger seems to have fled. How exactly he did that, I don't know, because I raced over to the point where from he launched his torpedoes. Searched for a long time, I couldn't find anything. So Radford and Jenkins today are unsuccessful, but at least the enemy submarine didn't make any more casualties. Continuing on, because we still need to get stuff to Guadalcanal. I know I sound like a broken record when it comes to that, but TF7 keeps getting interrupted on their way there. Now, the supplies are going to be very much needed by the troops. As you guys have pointed out, they need supplies in order to get the stuff actually fighting. Because just dropping off troops is not enough. Once again, ASW2 has an encounter. I suppose once again, it's going to be an enemy submarine. Hard to starboard, activate sonar. Jenkins, hard to port, activate sonar. Contact left. Sorry, port. Jenkins, flank. Floor it. This time around, we're going to catch the guy. He's right there. Let's slow you down so you can turn away from the torps. Jenkins. Cruise directly towards that launch point. Starboard turn. Radford, you okay? Might need to do some dodging. Bit to port again. Kind of overshot the turn there. How are the torps looking? Not great. Yeah, I'm committed to the turn. Increase speed. Swing back. Here's your Greyhound moment again. Don't hit me. Shit. Radford struck by a torpedo on her stern. Slow down. Severe flooding in the stern. Several compartments are damaged beyond repair. Jenkins. We are at or near the launch point. Slow down. Start hunting. You're probably going to have to do this one alone because your buddy is dealing with a bit of damage. Heavy flooding. Moderate damage to the ship. One of my propellers is offline and probably cannot be fixed. I'm going to tell this ship to come to a complete halt to ensure that there is no further fire. Or at least, I hope that it won't spread anymore. And I hope that it also means that I don't take on any more water. Now, I believe I'm at the launch point. But once again, good luck finding that submarine. Doesn't have a layer. Sea state's not that bad. Flooding appears to be under control already? No. But I guess that these compartments will remain flooded. Simply because they're gone. They're damaged beyond recognition. I just hope that the Radford's going to survive it. But it doesn't look good, very good for her. She can still maneuver, she can still turn, but it's not good. Jenkins, we're going to do a slow zigzag pattern, hoping to find that enemy submarine that inflicted this horrible act against the Radford. Once again, I'm baffled how they do it, but this guy managed to escape. I once again ran directly at the enemy submarine after it launched. Of course, the Radford did so while getting torpedoed. The Jenkins was able to arrive pretty much on top of the submarine, at least from what its last known launch was. I did zigzagging, I did quite a bit of searching, but no joy. And that despite searching at what I believe is the ideal situation. Submarine doing 7 to 9 knots, the destroyer doing about 10 to 11 knots. Zigzagging, active sonar, nothing. The bugger just disappeared. So now it's time to get at least one of my ships, and probably both, back to base. So we're going to set a new course to the Hebrides, and we're going to do that through here, and then there. They should arrive in 15 hours. I'm still looking with the Washington's group for any surface contacts around here, because I'm suspecting that there might be something. But I'm having a really tough time actually finding anything. Come on, TF7, make it to Guadalcanal, please. The guys need you over there. Enemy aircraft. Oh, shit! This is not what I was hoping to find. 2 destroyers and 2 light cruisers are intercepting Task Force 7. Oh, no. This is going to be a lot for the Fletcher to chew. And it's a night battle on top of that. Oh, no. Activate radar, sonar. I don't think we're going to need the sonar, but whoever cares. Turn away. Best speed. Don't tell me 8 knots is your best speed. 17 knots is your best speed. Fletcher, race ahead. I need you to find the enemy. Can I leave? Yes. What? How? Where's that surface group then? You know what? We're gonna fall back. We're gonna fall back and wait for TF1 to get here, because they have 2 heavy cruisers and 2 destroyers. Go, 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 go. I also want the Washington's group to join here, because we need these troops. And we need them in one piece. Come on, come on, come on, come on. At this point I might as well merge these whole convoys. Just make it one huge convoy. Intercept the friendly convoy. Merge groups. Recipient group at 10 ships. Okay, so you're too big. Alright, Fletcher, set a course and try and link up with the other fleets. So join the Washington's group if you can. Yeah, I know. We're sending in the Washington's group first. The other task force is going to have to wait for a second. Enemy aircraft spotted. Ignore. I'm going to park these guys directly in front of Guadalcanal, ensuring that they cannot drop off anything. I want the Fletcher there as well. Are the guys back yet? No, ASW2 is still waiting. Sneaky Boys submarine group is still coming in. And the Gato is still somewhere out. Good. More aircraft. Lovely. We should be able to shoot these things down, right? Considering all the firepower that I have. This should be doable. Look at this group. No, not the North Carolina. Washington, Wichita, Souffley, Halford, Juneau, Nicholas, and Waller. That is a pretty nice group right there. Washington, as of right now, untested, because we have only seen her sister ship. And her sister ship proved herself. Because she was definitely capable of doing a lot of damage. Sinking convoys, getting rid of enemy troop ships. She was very successful in the campaign so far. New aircraft bearing 058, 221 and 252. Okay. We lost the 252 group, but the scout aircraft are coming in. Well, have at it, I would say, because with this many surface units, we should be able to at least do some damage. We also got a couple more zeros coming in. Interesting. We should be able to get rid of these scout aircraft. All this anti-aircraft firepower, I'm expecting results. And on top of that, the Juneau is, well, maybe not specifically an anti-air cruiser, but with all those 5-inch dual-purpose guns, I'm expecting some results. I don't get the AI scout aircraft either, by the way. If you're a scout aircraft, I would say, okay, we spotted the enemy fleet. We're just gonna go and give it a wide berth. We know where they are. Job done. Scouted. But no. This aircraft goes, you know what? I know where I need to be. I need to be over the enemy battleship. Because then I can see exactly what it is. Well, I would just want to know, is there an enemy battleship? Yes? Okay. Time to GTFO, because this is not exactly safe airspace. As this scout aircraft is finding out. The next one is probably also going to notice that right about now. And then the flight of fighters that's coming in. They're still going to take a while longer. Range. Come on. What? Why can I not target them? $20,000 yards. I know that this group doesn't have an aircraft carrier, but with this much flak, I at least feel a bit safer if I should come under enemy air attack. Finally, aircraft downed. Now the rest of the boys. This is going to take a while. I'm going to skip the part where they move into range. A little while later, the guys have closed into 5,000 yards and are about to start getting the welcome reception that the two other scout aircraft have also received. Of course, there's more aircraft here, but that means that well, I suppose the flak clouds might be more effective, considering that there's more to hit. And it seems like the fighters are going for the Nicholas. This appears to be their target. Now to see if they can actually do something against her. I hope not, but we've seen that strafing runs can be, well, fairly effective. They have set even battleships ablaze. How? I don't know. One down. Here comes the strafing run. Nicholas is flooding. 2 aircraft down. Now they're splitting up. Nicholas is flooding. I'm going to detach you from the group and just slow you down so that we don't take on any more water. Full stop. How the hell are you just doing a circle over my airspace? And surviving on top of that. And not even in a zigzag pattern or a wavy motion that makes it hard to hit him. Nope. Straight through. Not a care in the world. That is weird. Oh, now you're turning. Right. Let's hope that that flooding can be fixed, but I'm more concerned about the fire. That could spread. I'm not sure why exactly we're looking at these two guys fixing a bow compartment, but maybe flooding should take a bit more priority over that. Anyway, we shot down 2 fighters and 2 scout aircraft, so it wasn't entirely unsuccessful. And the damage to the Nicholas can be fairly easily fixed. A little while later, several aircraft downed, no ships were damaged at all. I mean, sure enough, the Nicholas took some damage, but was capable of repairing all of it back. So, with these guys securing the waters around Guadalcanal, I now feel safer to bring in TF7. They're going to be here in 4 hours with much needed supplies. A lot of them, in fact. Let's see if I can still do that without encountering that ghostly group. What the hell is the Fletcher encountering all by herself? Sea State 3, weather scattered. Why are you encountering something solo? Be ready to run sonar and change course. If this is a submarine, they picked the worst target to engage. If it's something else, like a surface group, I'm surprised that the the Washington hasn't spotted it. And I can immediately leave? What sort of ghost encounters are these? Come on. More aircraft. Lovely. Alright. I guess they want another demonstration of what we can do. Everybody, light up your radar arrays. Make sure we get a good firing solution, because once again, we're being strafed. I'm not going to be recording this part, because it's just going to be another strafing run, so it's really not that fascinating. Once again, the AI needlessly threw away 4 of their aircraft while doing no damage. I mean, after repairs to the souffle, which got attacked this time. No damage. Not sure what their plan is. Not sure what their thought of engagement is, but they just keep trying. Oh shit, they're here again. Oh, damn it. Right at the end of the episode as well. Okay, next time around we're going to have the Fletcher engage against this surface action group. Or, well, try to run away as best as it can and call in the bigger brother, the Washington's group. So join me next time as we have another cliffhanger on our hands and we still need Task Force 7 to make it to Guadalcanal. They're so close, but they just cannot drop off their troops and their much needed supplies yet. Hopefully soon. See you guys soon for another episode. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon for another episode.